Alright, welcome back to Soul Spark Tarot. I'm your host, Mr. Renew. And today we got another message for you today. Like I said, I was going to do some multiples today. And I'm pretty excited to do so. So, I listened to the last reading. I don't know, I felt really good. Just like listening to me laugh and stuff. Even though I'm trying to make them not an hour long, I'm trying to shorten them up. I just that be long. So I'm trying to do something different today right now. I'm going to do a 3-card pull. I'm going to pull the card so I can just stop. And then I'll do one clarifier and then hopefully we out of here in like 15 minutes. But I'm still going I'm still going yap. So without further ado, let's yap. So, if you was here from the other reading, you heard me. I was talking about how we have to, in the yap session, I was saying how we need to like change how we approach things. So yesterday I was talking about how we needed to have the willpower to make choices, in different areas of our life. And then today I woke up like, okay, cool. I need to learn how to adjust what I have in my heart for different things on the outside. And then in the middle of me saying that, it's funny, in the middle of me saying that, I got a notification and I started talking about how a customer claimed they didn't get their product. And so I left you with, you can dispute the disputes. And that's the idea. Instead of just receiving all that energy, no, let that ego come out and defend everything that it earned. Let that ego come out and defend its empress. Let that emperor be the emperor. And so I did. And I went and I talked to him. And guess what? The dispute was only there because of something that had already been resolved from before. So because I wasn't afraid, because I didn't let it change my mood, because I didn't feel no kind of way about it, I just brushed it off and was like, whatever, it's probably a scammer. So it wasn't anybody from yesterday. Nobody. So all of those guests that I was talking shit about, I was talking shit, but hey, you cleared. Cool. Good job. That's funny. Trump's was the card from that's the final message from before. Then we had the Ace of Swords, and then we got Abundance. And I feel so abundant right now because I found out that this was from Monday. And so the issue was on Monday, this lady was like, hey, I filed a claim. What happened to my eggs? And I was like, in my mind I said, what the fuck you mean? Like, I made sure everything was there. I always do, just like I do. I got hella processes and procedures. I am a very controlled man. I know how to run classrooms and fucking schools and shit. I've done this. I've run businesses and projects and I've done it. So shopping, I'm doing this because it's a job that I can do and I enjoy doing instead of DoorDash or something. I don't like delivering food, bro. It makes me want to eat and then it makes my car smell like food and then it makes me want to eat more. And then I don't pay as much. This, I love shopping and I used to do this already. It's the Libra side of me. But I used to do this for click lists, which is a thing. It's the pickup. It's the pickup. You order and then you pick up. Walmart everybody got it now. But before, when it was just getting started, Fry's had it and it was called click lists. You click on your list and then we find your list and then you pick it up. So essentially that's what I'm doing now. I'm doing click lists, but for myself called Instacart. And anyways, because I know myself, I was in the middle of talking to her. She was like, yeah, I didn't get my stuff. And I was like, okay, are you sure? I mean, I'm pretty positive. I put everything in there. And then she was like, we already filed the claim, blah, blah, blah. And then come to find out, the same day, like 2 minutes later, she found her shit. And it's funny because I told her, I was like, my process is I try to use paper bags instead of plastic bags when I can. One order is just like using your own bag, bringing your own bag. And so put everything in there, nice and organized. It's good. It's nice. But then I use plastic bags if I have to. In this case, we were out Sprouts. So you have plastic bags. I put the eggs with the bread, just like most people do, bro. Soft shit with the soft bagels and shit. I hand them always the bread and the eggs, the soft shit. I try to hand them everything and tell them what's what. Because I bag the shit and organize it. Just like I'm going to put these math kids with the math kids, these English kids with the English kids. I just organize that shit. I like it. I gave it to her. I told her this is the bread and eggs. Apparently, she handed it off to the other dude, and the dude didn't. I don't know. But I didn't give a fuck because I was driving. I was working on my next person. I don't care about you, whatever. Give it to them. And then that 2 minutes later, she was like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I found them right here. I don't know what to do now. I've already put the clown set. Just tell her as you found it and go about your life." I just didn't care. So then I didn't know that was the dispute today. So I went, and after the first reading, I went and talked to him, and I was like, "Oh, that's the same shit that happened the other day." Went in there, disputed the claim, like I said. The lady said, "It's fine," took it right off. I was like, "But just want to make sure this was a mistake on that customer's part. Are they going to be flagged for fraud?" She was like, "Oh, no, don't worry. That was great that you were thinking about them, but like, there's no need to worry about that." I was like, "All right, cool," because we all make mistakes. Just like I already accepted myself. I'm like, if I made a mistake, I made a mistake. But I know I didn't make a mistake. But that energy was there in the subconscious mind to test me. It was testing me. Okay, are you actually going to know and have the confidence of what you're teaching these people? And I am. I've been teaching kids this shit for fucking years. But the thing is, I've already been teaching before I learned this lesson, and then I was teaching afterwards. So it's been nearly 8 years since I've been teaching this lesson in particular, but I've been teaching and learning lessons for myself closer to 20. So it's crazy that since 14, I've been learning this. People be like, "Well, how could you do that at 14? Well, as I've told you, I was a teacher, and I've had 12-year-old fourth graders. I've had 15-year-old eighth graders. I personally, Mr. Colinu, was 14 years old as a sophomore in high school. So I have been learning shit for a long ass time because I've been placed in positions where I needed to learn. I had to grow. Again, it was hard, bro, being a goddamn 12-year-old freshman. 12-year-old eighth grader. It was hard. 12 because I started off, okay, in what we call a track system. So there's 4 blocks of kids, maybe 5, whatever, but you're blocked off based upon where you live. And where you live has the kids going to school at different times. So I didn't have, most of my early education, I didn't have the traditional summer off. No, I always went to school during the summer. And I always had the fall off. So my birthday being in October, the end of October, I had to either start late or start early, just because of where I lived. I had to start school early or I had to start school late. Personally, I wish I would have started school late because there's so many more advantages, especially with my size and my intelligence. But that didn't happen, so fuck it. But the idea of what I'm saying is that because of that, I've always understood a little bit more than what I needed to because, again, as a young person, I was thrust into places where I was around older folks. And people always thought me to be older than my age, which is crazy because if I'm a sophomore in high school, they expect you to be 16, about 16, and then sometimes 17. Normally not fucking 14, 15, 16, or 17. And because of that, I'm 14, they thinking I'm a senior, 18, 19. So I've never been respected at my actual age. And so I had to let life slow down. And now, I am my own, I'm 33, right? I'm in my Jesus year. I'm happy to be here because, I don't feel like I should have been here. Should have been killed a lot of different times, man. Should have unalived myself a few different times on accident. And then there should have been a few accidents that should have took me out too, and it just never. So I was super happy to make it to my Jesus year. And now since I'm about to turn 34, it's like a whole new world. Just stepping out the grave, still alive. That's how I feel. But anyways, a lot of that comes down to the fact that I'm finally feeling like I'm catching up to my age. Even though still people think that I'm way older than what I am, I'm happy that I'm able to see these lessons, teach these lessons, show these lessons, and then be able to convey them to people who would never ever interact with me without school or the internet or these cards. So I'm happy, I'm grateful that I literally did what I tell y'all to do. Disputed the dispute. I disputed another claim. And again, I'm just feeling good. I'm hot. I'm feeling hot. I'm at a park. I'm about to go take a walk because I got all these laps. I got these old men over here working their asses off, just doing basic shit. I got some young folks looking like they barely starting getting into their healthcare routines. I am ready. Got beautiful mountains and shit over here. Oh, beautiful mountains and shit over here. Let's see if y'all can see. Or is it going to be all... You can't see, huh? Oh, yeah, there we go. This should look beautiful. Look at the mountain. Oh, you can't see the mountains. All the mountains are right there. But, yeah, man. I'm pretty excited that all of this is happening as it is, especially so close to this full moon. And I didn't even know it. Again, tower at the bottom. I'm going to have to put something on there. That helps, but it doesn't help completely. It never helps completely. But anyways, yeah, man, so again, I'm glad I did that. I'm glad I said that. I'm glad I got a chance to see. I'm glad it was actually nobody trying to just be scammers. Again, I had to think about those people say that was negative, but to me, it was me discerning the potential options. So that was me bending my feelings. But which feeling? Which of these cups am I in at this moment? Well, I was in the Seven of Cups, and for me, I don't see the Seven of Cups as just deception, because that would have just been me assuming that they were frauding me. Nope. The deception was the unfamiliarity. I didn't know, I was unaware. It was a mystery. Let's go, Scooby-Doo. Let's go figure out what the mystery is for the day. So, because of that, it was great to see, and it was great to know that it was just a mistake that was of old. I already handled and dealt with that shit on Monday. All right, cool. Didn't care about it then. 2 days later, it come back into my life. Whatever, I don't give a fuck about you now. And guess what? It wasn't even a problem. So I'm glad I didn't allow it to build into something that it did not have to become. And more importantly, I'm super happy at the fact that I'm able to show you how much more energy it gave me by ignoring it, in the sense of treating it as if it is what it is. Oh, if you want to be a little shithead ass kid, cool. You can be a shithead ass kid, but I'm gonna focus on the rest of the class, which that's a lot harder with first graders. It's a little bit easier with second graders because they understand more, especially the ones who are in young positions but more mature for their age, like I was in most of my years. But the idea is, we have this power, we got this lust, right? This is the strength card. But this is that energy of just showing us our own willpower. This is our willpower. And that's the beautiful thing. I was talking about willpower 2 days ago, and now it's popping up. I have the will to stand my ground, stand my mood, stand my mindset, and to keep my energy where I wanted it to be. And guess what? Good things. So, yeah, after this, I'm going to go walk around in this grass and shit, man, and meditate and, be a kid like a dog rolling around in the grass, or a cat chasing a bird kind of vibe. And, then I'm going to do what I got to do. So, yeah, I appreciate y'all listening to me and being here for that magical change. So, all right, let's get started on this reading. The purpose of this reading, what is this, is going to be what do we need to do right now? So that is the energy. That's what I'm going to ask you. So what do we need to do right now? And then you are going to be the fire. So whatever we're going to do, what do we need to do? It's going to be fire, or excuse me, our earth, our water, and then our air. So what do we need to do right now for our mind? What do we need to do right now for our emotions? What do we need to do right now for our physical reality? And then the fire is our final message, which is the actions we need to take in order to put all of these things together as a single unified you. So let's get started with this. Again, I'm trying to be as quick as possible just because the other reading was an hour. Then I might come back with a single card reading and a clarifier. So we'll see. I'm trying to give you more, giving less, but then I already know because we're tempering and everything is flip-flopping according to our previous message. Again, our fire is now putting out fire and our water is now starting fire. Paradoxical, but hey, that's where we're at right now in this Trump art temperance energy. Trump card is the major arcana, not Donald Trump. These all say Trump. So the card itself is adjustment, but you can see the silhouette if it ever. Well, anyways, just trust me. It says Trump's. Those are the majors. But anyways, all right. Okay, let's get started. What do we need to do? What do we need to do right now? So, what do we need to do right now with our mind? What does our mindset need to do? What do we need to do with our mind? What do we need to do with our mind? Our thoughts, our stories that we're telling ourselves. What is our mindset? What do we need to do with that? What do we need to do with our mind? So our mindset energy is the moon. So we need to reveal to ourselves the subconscious. So I think that's already happening. So our mind is pulling up subconscious things, hidden things, dark things, or covered things. We are just blowing the top off. Okay. So Dominion being here at the bottom. Let me try something. That's a little better. A little better. Not too much. But anyway, so we got Dominion. Maybe if I bring it down. So wherever you got this energy coming from, okay, this is the moon energy. The moon card here is super dark. This is like, it's super dark in the regular, but this refers to death, like literally physical death. So there's a physical change of something in the mind. So maybe it was the physical change of how you respond to the things that creep up in your mind. Like, for instance, yesterday I was talking about how I really wanted Rally's, wanted them fries, right? Eventually, I got them French fries. I got the little $6 meal at the end of the day, especially after that last little delivery I did. And so I got it. It wasn't super satisfying. It was still complaints and shit happening. There was so much resistance yesterday, but yeah, I didn't let it fuck with anything. I just was rolling with the flow, and I just did what I needed to do. And guess what? That part of me died. It did not have to feel as if it needed to sabotage in order to stay around. I gave in to it and it got what it needed. So why are you still here? Leave. So it left. And I woke up feeling pretty good. Like, I don't even care about nothing like that. I got some oranges and some I got the food that I bought from the grocery store still here with me. So I'm not tripping on nothing. I just knew that ego really wanted it, and guess what? It got it, so it left. Maybe you're doing the same. Maybe you're looking at things that are needing to change, but now they're actually in a position to where they can pop out. They can pop out, and then they can actually start to come through and make the change. Cool, cool, cool. What do you need to do for our body? What do we need to do for our body? What do we need to do for our body? We got the non-physical, and now we got the physical. Drum roll, please. Boom! Success. So we got success here. So our body is bringing in success. So what does that mean for you? So this is the Six of Pentacles. And so we need to bring balance to our body. What do your body needs? You need to bring balance. So here, put in the work. So you got, I'm about to go do some physical activity. Your body really needs some physical love today. So go give yourself some physical love, because these things that are being exuded from your subconscious mind need an outlet. So go sweat it out. Literally, it is coming out of you. But if you put your intention behind the thoughts, instead of most people who want to clear their thoughts, that is the whole premise of Spark Fitness Motivation. I'm teaching you not to run away from your thoughts and emotions when you're doing exercises. And I'm also teaching you how to take thoughts and emotions to propel you and motivate you to exercise. It is both. It is me. It's the trump card of the temperance, which is the flip-flopping, taking a look into the earth so you can find a new stone and unveil, whatever that shit said. Let me see if I can pull it up. It's still up there. Dang. I'm gonna play it louder. Yeah. Here we go. This was our final message from before.
Vista interiora terra rectificando invenies occultem lapidem.
What does that mean, bro?
Rectifying the interior view of the earth, you will find a hidden stone.
So, to me, that is referring to the hidden stone. The hidden stone, hidden, is the moon, the subconscious things in our mind. As we take a look, just look. Again, just like I wanted to look at the anger of somebody disputing the claim against me when I did everything right in my own mind, I had to trust into that. And so when I looked inside that, I trusted in myself, and I knew that I don't have to sit back. I can do something about it. And what did I do? I decided to trust in the procedures that are already put in place. So guess what? If they can make a claim, I can make a claim. When I went in there to make a claim, found out there was actually nothing to dispute. It was already success, because again, I did what I needed to do 2 days ago. But now my body still has that in it. I need to go do what I need to do right now, sweat it out, smiling out, go sit out and tan. Any which way to get the energy away from you to make you say, damn, I want to change. If you go outside and sit there, eventually you'll get hot as fuck to where you want to drink some water. If you go outside and it's cold, eventually you might say, all right, that's good, I need to go get a jacket. If it's out there and it's raining, you might say, man, I'm soaked, I need to change my clothes. These are the things that I'm talking about when you're looking at changing your physical. So even if you don't want to do something as physical as that, go sing a song. Go from not singing to singing. Go from singing to rapping. Go from singing the blues to singing some jazz to singing some pop. Change, but that's what your body needs today to be successful. How do we reconcile both of these through our emotions? So what do we need for our emotions? What does our emotions need? What do our emotions need? You tell me. 2 cards. 3 cards. Our emotions has the Strength card, Knight of Swords, and Abundance. So lust. Lust, that is the strength. We're always lusting over everything. Always lusting over everything. But thing that we have to understand about this lust card is it's the willpower of the things that we lust over. And what do we have? At the bottom is gain. So as we're looking at this emotional aspect, we can control or temper the things that we've been looking at. Tempering the things that we've been knowing and looking at is the key to understanding these motions. These motions are the Knight of Swords, which means there are 4 parts, okay, being viewed as one, coming from where? The subconscious mind. So when you take a look at the subconscious thoughts that pop up, remember I said it's that little quiet voice in your head that brings doubt versus the little quiet voice in your head that screams confidence. That's the same ego. One side of it is the fear side, the other side is the joy. But it's all of your emotions being expressed as a thought. There's 4 different ways to view any of those thoughts. Again, earth, air, fire, water. When you look at how those things are being presented to you, is it an emotional response? Is it a physical response? Is it a memory of something happening in the past? Whatever. The idea is, can you find abundance through that? Well, today you should be able to. You should be able to understand how to find a new perspective in order to take yourself to a new abundant level. Again, my perspective is if they could do it, I could do it. I don't have to, but I can. I can give myself some time. I can show up, and then I can ignore it completely. I got options. And if you can start to tell yourself that, then your emotions will feel abundant because you're not hiding from any of your emotions anymore. You're not hiding from anything anymore. The only thing that you're doing now is you're allowing yourself to present everything to yourself without any resistance. That's a really important thing, to not have the resistance. Because again, if you choose to believe that it's one thing versus not, you won't be able to temper it into something new. You have to accept it all as it is. God damn it, I really did fuck up and forget her ex. Well, what can you do next? Well, if you never decide that you can make that mistake, then guess what? You will never be able to create a new rule for yourself. You will never be able to create a new procedure, a new policy. You wouldn't be able to change anything. So you have to start to believe that even the bad things are good things, because eventually with time, those things will change for you and it'll be for your benefit. An example of that would be all the ass whoopings I used to get from my mom for the simplest, smallest shit, which could have been literally changed with a conversation. But because they used to call me Wild Cow, because I was bad, because I was so headstrong and defiant, she would just whoop my ass, especially if I just was out of line in any which way. But more so is because she was getting her ass beat by her boyfriend. So her drug addicted, alcoholic boyfriend. So it wasn't me. It was my little mistake, but I'm a kid, right? No, it was her own projection. And she was a Cancer sun, and then she has a Scorpio moon. So all emotions, completely running off of her emotions. And guess what? She had a Scorpio rising as well. Crazy. All of those things I understood her emotionally, but again, I need a conversation. Conversation. Just tell me what I can and can't do. Don't scream and yell at me, throw emotions after the fact. No, I need you to talk to me. And she wouldn't. She would talk to me with the belt. And then she'll try to talk to me while she's whooping my ass. Didn't I tell you not? So to me, it was just a matter of, okay, that is how that feminine energy was cultivated in me. It was always beating my ass, always. And that goes back to that love reading the other day. Again, how the feminine energy between you and your partner, it is the only thing that it knows is beat down, bullying, aggression. It had the karmic tie was attached to a bat, not only a bat, but a bat with spikes and nails imprinted on it. So it was really trying to damage you. So that's the idea that I'm feeling with that feminine energy with me. It was always trying to damage me. But now I've cultivated enough of these thoughts with these emotions, and I've found enough willpower and strength with enough communication to the point to where now I can have abundance in all of my mindset, all of my emotional set, all of my physical actions. And guess what? I can be confident moving in any direction with my own spiritual willpower. So with that being said, let's get our final message so we can move our body into the success, baby. Because again, balance means letting these things come up and then having the right place for them to filter through you on the external. This is the non-physical energy coming up through the physical. And the only way we can reconcile the two right now in this case is to take the things that are dead, that are dying, that are murderous, that are harmful, that are dejective to our current state, and find an outlet for them to come out in our physical state. And it has to be through the body. A lot of people like to use art, but whatever you do, make sure you're doing it in a changeable, opposite manner. If you do a lot of singing and you always sing the blues, change it up and sing happy birthday poppy tunes. Just switch it up in temperance, because our objective of today, our daily message, is to make the fire be water, and then to make our water things ignite like fire. It is flip-flopping. If you black, act like a white person today. If you're a white person, act like a black person today. I only give that example to help you understand the opposites. And that means what? Not putting on black face or white face. What that means is looking at your dark side versus your light side. What you do versus what you don't do. And that's how we learn people. But before we get to people, let's learn the most important person, which is you. Let's learn that person first. So let us get this here. Let us get out of here and let us get on with this final message. What's the final message? Again, tarot with the tarot for this week. So that was the Hangman and then the Hierophant, which wants to show themselves. So those are the energies that are being used to cultivate our final message. Again, Hangman and the Hierophant. Pausing so you can speak your mature clarity, your organization, your management skills. That's what we're doing. We're pausing to reflect and review and to see that. And perfect. Our final message today is the Hermit card. So this is me. I am the Hermit energy, man, at the maximum. That's what I am. A lot of people want to talk about the fire energy. A lot of people talk, bro, but they don't understand. And so what I'm bringing you right now with this card here before I read it is the simple fact that this is what the Hermit looks like on the outside. This is what you're looking at. I am great in a whole lot of things. The original Hermit card has a rod. So the Hermit is really the King of Wands. It's just choosing not to be outside fucking with people because I'd rather be working and doing what I need to do. It's a behind the scenes emperor. That's what the Hermit is. It is the most highest level of the masculine energy. That's why most men are hermits. This is why men don't talk. We just do. We rather set up a whole entire house, a whole backyard. We rather sit back and watch you use it and me appreciate what I did to help you get happy. Oh, you want to renovate the house? I'm going to do that. But I'm not going to do it for the same reasons of you. I'm going to do it for the fact that you want me to do it. Again, it's actions. I'm going to do it my way. I'm going to plan it my way. And I'm going to sit back and I'm going to appreciate the shit from afar. I don't need to be in there organizing and creating all the aesthetics and making it look presentable for all of our guests. That's you. That's your job. But will I build this? Yes. Will people see that I built it? No. People haven't seen me build me. People haven't seen you build yourself. They don't know all the things that's hidden underneath on this moon. But I'm telling you, if you can take both sides of you and then you can take the other both sides of you, you can put all four of your sides together and you can find success. And this is success through the 4 part. But guess what? This here is the 6th part. This 6 of Pentacles is Saturn. Saturn rules Capricorn. This hexagonal figure comes through in the fourth dimension as the fourth dimension. In other words, you only can have 6 if you have 3 or 2 3 times. 2, 2, 2. That's the only way. But when you create that, it creates a 7th or a new space in the middle. And when you have that new space in the middle, you have 4 new places, not spaces, places. So now you can value your Cartesian plane. This side, this side, this side, this side. That is how the mathematics create the matrices that we claim to live within. That is what we're doing. But what I'm giving to you is this hermit energy. That's the hermit knowledge, because I've been knowing this. I've been teaching this, but you are now hearing it for the first time because I'm bringing out this hermit energy. So let's read this so we can move on and we don't have to make this too long. Fingers like snakes and spiders in my hair. What? This is Halloween. The hermit. The hermit is a thoughtful, introverted figure who likes to spend his time ruminating alone, like the creature underneath the stairs. Again, the creature underneath the stairs is literally right there with everybody. People going up and down, up and down, up and down the stairs. Always, always, always. But he's underneath it. He's not there to interact with the people on the stairs. I'm just good knowing that there's people using the stairs. Just like the person who built this park, there's not many people here, but I'm pretty sure they're happy at the simple fact that these few people are using this park. This is the idea of being thoughtful. I can do many things without needing that return. Unlike every other one of these elements, earth, fire, air, and water, they always want an exchange. The majors don't. Again, your parents don't expect you to do shit for them. I'm your parent. I gotta take care of you. That is the idea of them tempering, exchanging energy, and then, guess what? Making a you. But because your parents are still there, and because your parents like watching you be happy when you open up presents, and because your parents just like watching you grow and change and learn and grow, grow and change, learn and grow, because they like being in the background, being a fan of you. That's what this energy is. I'm a fan, but I'm a fan who is intelligent. I'm a fan who knows shit. Just like when I'm always doing all my comments online. People don't know I got 2 fucking master's degrees, marketing certificates, coaching, life coaching certs, digital marketing. They don't know that I got 20 years of experience doing certain topics in human behavior. They don't know that. So when I comment on people's posts and I'm trying to give them 20 years worth of knowledge in a sentence or 2 or a paragraph, right? They see me as some motherfucker just online talking shit. But no, that is the hermit coming from behind the stairs saying, you know, there's a squeaky step. There's a squeaky step right there. Watch out. I'm trying to warn you, help you. But then they say, who the fuck are you? That is the energy that you're talking to yourself with a lot of these subconscious thoughts. Let them come up and let them die. You don't have to kill them. Just go outside and move your body. Maybe the heat will kill it. Again, put a person in the heat, change their attitude once completely. Take their ass from the heat, put them in the freezer. You're too cold to motherfucking do anything outside of just focus on trying to stay warm. That is the idea behind taking this moon energy and transmuting it to where we can physically watch it leave us. You don't have to sit around outside and meditate, but do something with the physical body so you can see the emotions that you have and you can understand the strength that you have over those emotions, and then you can be abundant in any emotion that show up because you can always be the golden child of your 2 parents. The progenerator and the progenerator. The progenerator and the progenerator. Both of those things are coming together to lift you up, and they hope you become better than them. Hype. Now is the time to get inspired by example and withdraw for some quiet alone time. Get the fuck outside and go do something. Get the fuck in your car and go sing something. Go ahead and go do something for an old person instead of your kids. Go and have your kids cook breakfast for you instead of you cooking for them. Just let them try. You already know it's going to get fucked up. Don't get mad. Just see what they do. Let them surprise you. But the idea is look for some new inspiration in a new space. Maybe you got to do it by yourself. Maybe you can't be by yourself to do it. So enjoy the time that you have. The Hermit card calls for reflection. So do a bit of soul searching. Remember your past. Remember your past. Right? And learn from it so you can bring those lessons with you into a successful future. Here's the past, here's the future, but the present moment in the future comes through as the you right now. And that's it. Now, if you are, let me hear the other side. If you're feeling overwhelmed or if you're feeling aimless, you need a new direction. So look inside. Again, if you don't want to look inside, go outside first and then make sure you are aware of the thoughts that are coming up when you're outside. So if you go outside and it's hot and you start thinking about it's hot, let that part die. You know it's hot. What else? Ask yourself what else. That's a good question. What else do you got? And when you ask yourself that question, and then guess what? Give it some time. Shut up and burn in the fire. Sit in the fire log. Sit as the fire log is what they would say in yoga. Burn. You ain't gonna die. Burn. But what you're burning away is that feeling of being overwhelmed or walking around aimlessly. That is what's being burnt away. If you need direction, look within. You have all the answers that you need. Find them and make time for yourself. Find out which is your best physical outlet to your own success and find 6 more of them motherfuckers. Getting away from the hustle and bustle of the daily life will bring you much needed clarity. Like me, not rushing to go and do anything. I woke up early and then I decided to do a reading earlier and now I'm on reading number 2 and it's not even time to go get my coffee. I'm here at the park. So again, give yourself newness so you can give yourself clarity upon the oldness. And then you can be new in your present moment. So with that being said, I still feel like this is a long ass reading. I was hype, I was intense, but I hope that you take yourself forward now that you know what you need. So go make it happen. Peace.